just giving you the 100. Somebody say Trump should ask this question. Trump already know. He didn't call them fake cards. He ain't worried about nothing. Trump already know. That's why they're attacking him right now, because they can't do nothing with him when he becomes the president because of separation of powers. They tried to do that when he was president. He told them to go to hell. He said, y'all fake ass courts. I'm the president of the United States. I don't have to answer no summons. You better get an impeachment together. And they did that. It still didn't work. Because to impeach, you got to have a constitutional violation. What was the fucking constitutional violation? You'd ask this man to show you his taxes. All of us who do business and we know taxes, we already know that wasn't nothing but a move y'all was doing, because the general population is completely ignorant when it comes to taxes. What Trump make $1 billion, he only pays $700 in taxes. I was mad the nigga paid $700. I said, why you pay $700? Why you get it down to zero? How'd he get $700 up out of you? But they don't know. He came for a damn. Here are my taxes. Everything they done threw at this man ain't nothing stuck. Not one time. And you people still out there, y'all trying to hold Trump. Y'all looking at Joe Biden. Let me tell you something. This man can't even spell his damn name. Trump was the only president we had. We wasn't in a war. We didn't go to war. His country didn't go to war. You must like your people coming back in body bags. I know you do, because anytime you comment on my channel, you're going to do it behind a fake motherfucking profile. Because you don't want me to look up your ass and see who the fuck you are. Because I'm going to research your ass to find out who the fuck you are. What your allegiance are and what your alliance is. And I guarantee you most of the time, you some sort of communist, Marxist, socialist sympathizer. That's what you are. And that's what y'all better fucking recognize. You better start understanding what communism is. You better start understanding what Marxism is. You see them throwing this around on the TV all the time. You walking around oblivious, don't even know what the fuck it is. Democracy, this Democrat ain't nothing but a socialist party. It's dependency on government. They want you dependent on government. And they want to own everything. They say we're going to own everything. You won't own nothing and you'll love it. They want to own, Bill Gates buying up all the land and everything. They already preparing to do it. Y'all ain't paying attention. They trying to buy up everything. All the farmland there. They don't want y'all owning nothing. Nothing. They don't want you to own nothing. They want wealthy elite and slaves. That's what the future is. That's where we head. Ain't going to be no middle class. All that stunning flexing, buying bags, and motherfucking all this shit, you better be stacking up your paper and getting you some land to grow your, you should be working on getting a load of your title so you can motherfucking start growing some shit. It was just like in the days of Noah. People were partying, having sex. Right now, you see the relationships are disintegrating. Everybody, they trying to get men to accept women with high body counts, calling you insecure because you don't want no woman and then took 100 dicks and shit like that. They're getting all this stuff right here. All of it is to destroy the family, get everything disintegrated, and get you all nice and prepped up to be a good little slave. Ain't no community, ain't no family. You by yourself, you separated. You done lost all traditional values. You don't have no morality. You're a heathen. Heathens can be made into slaves. That's Leviticus 25:45, in case you're wondering. Doesn't matter if you don't believe in the Bible. The people who run everything do. Fuck your beliefs. You ain't running shit. Talking about what I don't believe in. Nigga, you don't own nothing. You ain't got no power. No land, no industry, no natural resources, and you already talking shit about what you don't believe. Until the rain came and swept them all away, just like in the days of Noah. Man, let me tell you something. I used to be highly suspect of the Bible too, until I started, like Matthew chapter 24 is Jesus Christ talking about the end of the world. The very first thing he tells you, he said, be sure that no one deceive you. Many shall come in my name and deceive many, saying I'm in Christ and deceive many. That's the first thing he went in on, is on the people coming in his name. And he goes on and gives a long dissertation on what signs to look for. And a lot of people, they're trying to tell you all the Bible is bullshit. And they tell you the Bible is bullshit because if the Bible is bullshit, then how you going to know the signs? What else you going to turn to look for the signs of the end of the world if motherfuckers is telling you the Bible is some bullshit? And this is my way I gauge things. I'm sitting there reading it and seeing the shit happening. I'm like, God dang, it's happening. You don't think we in a modern day Sodom and Gomorrah? This is worse than Sodom and Gomorrah. They chopping off penises, people identifying as different sexes, men and women having sex with each. What are you talking about? You don't think you don't think we in a modern day Sodom and Gomorrah? You don't think history is repeating itself? Okay. All right, let's get back into this. I just had to do my little rant for a little while because it really does hurt my heart. You know, I was listening to Candace Owens today. Candace, if you're watching this, beautiful woman. Beautiful. Let me tell you something, man. I think this chick is like sent from down on high. Her intelligence, I ain't never seen a woman. Let me tell you something, man, about Candace Owens. I personally have never seen a woman. I've seen men, but I've never seen a woman with that cognitive ability, the way that she talks so precisely and articulates herself and her thought process. She ain't on some fucking genius level. And she came from obscurity. She wasn't affiliated with nothing. Before Congress got her own damn involved in politics, she rose up through the ranks just from making a YouTube video. She made a YouTube video. She talking at colleges and everything. Can't nobody fuck with her. Because she understands. She know what Marxism and communism and socialism is. And she know the people who are in control of it. And black people who are ignorant, who are Democrat, this lady gonna talk about a lot of black people don't like you. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. I don't know where you're getting that off on thinking that a lot of black people, it's almost as many black Republicans now as Democrats. So y'all need to get off of that shit. People are leaving the Democratic Party in droves. We were never affiliated with the Democratic Party in the first place. The Democratic Party is the party of the Ku Klux Klan. All the people, how they putting people in prison, passed by Democrats. These drug laws and all this kind of stuff, the people oppressing you, they smile in your face and stab you in the back. It's called the Great Backstab. They smile in your face and stab you in the back. And the reason that they get in LGBTQ, because they don't subscribe to anything in the Bible, because they feel like the Bible is talking against their lifestyle. So they're not gonna gravitate toward anything, no type of Christian principles or nothing like that. They rather start engaging and talking about that Bible is some bullshit. That's what you're hearing. It's easy for me to make a determination of where somebody is just by asking them a few questions. We don't have to believe in that religious stuff like you do. You don't. But thank you for drawing the line in the sand so we know who's who. Because that's all we're doing right now. Right? As it says in the Bible, it says, you cannot sit on the view. If you're lukewarm, I will spew you out of my mouth. You're either all right or you're not right at all. So what side are you on? Right now, we're drawing the line in the sand. That's all you're looking at right now. The line being drawn in the sand. Pick a side. Pick your side. You can't sit on the fence. No, ain't no such thing. Let's keep going.
This order, and I gave you the dates that the next court hearing will be had, promotions due, responses due, the jury trial date, and the final pretrial date. Sir, do you have any further questions?
I just want to make sure I can speak without being All right, y'all. So basically, I just wanted to play that for y'all. The main part of it, I wanted y'all to hear what he was saying about buying land. Okay, about buying land because of this Marxist socialist society that's getting worse and worse every yay. Hold on one second. So listen, guys, I also want to talk about, so I said I was going to talk about equity. Equity is brutal. Y'all check out my brother over there, Yusuf L over at High Frequency Radio. Please, 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 please. That brother is fire. Okay? Fire. Okay? Anyhow, that's my big brother. Um Equity is brutal. Brutal. Equity and leverage. All right. So, one of the things, if not the most important thing in building wealth, it actually is the most important thing, be honest with you. Because if you don't use equity to build wealth, you need to park your money in something that gives equity to keep your wealth and to build more wealth on top of your wealth. Jay-Z didn't become a so-called billionaire by rapping. He became a billionaire by parking his money. Him and Beyonce and Kanye West, they got their money by parking their money in property land. Okay, they're not going to tell you that. They're going to talk about, well, Jay-Z got his masters and Jay-Z got a restaurant and businesses and Kanye West got Yeezy. That's what they're going to tell you. They're not going to tell you Kanye West was buying up property everywhere, all over the country. Jay-Z was buying up property everywhere, all over the country. And then they took the equity in those properties and then they built their businesses. Okay, then they was able to leverage all the money from their properties for Kanye West to build Yeezy and all this type of stuff. That's why Kanye West got so much money from Adidas, because Kanye West didn't really need Adidas. He did not really need Adidas. He had his own money, but he wanted to use an established sneaker company already with his Yeezy brand and Adidas. People already know Adidas for quality and whatever they, Adidas is already known, versus him just coming out saying Yeezy. It's like Michael Jordan had to use Nike for his Nike brand. Now it's just Jordan. Now it's just Jordan. It's not Nike Jordan anymore. Now it's just Jordan. Okay. Versus when Shaquille O'Neal came out with his brand, it was just Shaq's. It was just Shaq's, right? And nobody wanted to buy him. Now nobody even know Shaquille O'Neal even had a shoe brand. Okay, it was a cheap shoe, but he probably would have did better teaming up with a previous shoe company, a more established shoe company, and then branching off on his own. You know what I'm saying? Which To each his own. But anyhow, this is how wealth is built and protected and saved, and how wealth is made in property, in land. I can't stress to you guys enough. All right. Anyhow, I just wanted to come on here and say that, and also um let you guys know. Hang on one second. So just a little bit of what I do in my mastermind um, class, of how we get down in there in my mastermind. Um, Let me pull my mastermind up. Just a little bit of how we get down in the mastermind. Um, what we were talking about today. Um, the number one question I had asked students today. Let me find it. Let's start with number one. First off, y'all got to get y'all mindset right. Okay, so let me read this to y'all. It all depends on you. You hold the key in, we hold the key in our minds to unlock any treasure box. In other words, if we get away from the distractions that are not bearing us fruit, then we can see clearly the vision to build and bear fruit from anything we touch. Remember, money is simply just another energy, and energy is simply a frequency, simple as ABC. But if the frequency we want is being blocked by a distraction, how can we emit or receive the frequency? Okay? The money frequency specifically. Thus, how can we receive uh well, thus how can we receive money, right? Hang on. Let me see. All right. Thus, when you cannot receive frequency or money, it's most likely a distraction blocking it from you. Hence, why they are constantly distracting people with any toxic di- distraction, any toxic distraction. Okay? So this is why um they constantly distracting you with any toxic distractions. Okay? So, I'm going to ask you guys a few questions, right? Let me see if anybody watching so I can get some answers. Okay, 2 people watching. Okay, probably some of my students. Anyhow, if you're my student, you could still answer again, right? I want everybody to answer. Let me do this. Oh, God. How do you build, then hold, save, and protect wealth? Okay. Is it A, build your credit? Is it B, build equity in something? Is it C, have a high paying career or job? Again, how do you build, then hold, save, protect wealth or riches? Do you A, build credit? Do you B, build equity? Or do you C, get a high paying job or career? How do they do it? How do people get wealthy? How do they really do it? If you say the answer is B, you are correct. Okay. The reason why is, like I just said, land is something that you cannot make more of. You cannot reinvent. You can reinvent a tire. You could reinvent food. You could reinvent a pillow. They got that guy, Mr. Pillow or the Pillow Man. You could reinvent furniture. You could reinvent the car. You could reinvent communications. Now we got these cell phones. You could reinvent the shoes. I mean, everything and anything. You could reinvent glasses. Now they got glasses with the microphone in it and all kind of stuff going on. You cannot reinvent land. Land is something that the creator of the balanced universe put it here for us to get everything we need out of it. We get our cell phones out of it. We get our food out of it. We get our homes out the land. Everything comes out the land. Okay? Everything comes out the land. You building your credit is not going to make you rich. How many people do you know with excellent credit who are not rich, who are not wealthy, who are actually struggling? They're actually struggling. Okay? And I'm not going to get into that too much. How many people you know who got high paying jobs and careers who are also not rich, actually struggling? They make $200,000 a year. I know a guy made $750,000 a year and spent every penny of it, every paycheck. Okay, and today he is broke. Okay, broke. I think he does Uber or Lyft or something. All right. So even myself, I tell you guys a story all the time when I made him 300,000 selling cars when I was 21. Instead of me buying fancy clothes, going shopping, fancy vacations, eating out every day, buying new clothes and shoes every day, if I was literally parking that money in just the land, I didn't have to buy a house. I did not have to buy a house. I could just have found a piece of land to put even $10,000 in. Probably that piece of land that I put $10,000 in would have been worth $100,000 right now. 100,000, not even probably, yes, it would have. 25 years ago, if I would have bought the right piece of land for $10,000, it would be worth about $100,000 right now. So you could just imagine if I found the right piece of land to put 100,000 in it, that'll be $1 million easy. $500,000, $1 million easy. 300,000 to $1 million easy. All right. So equity, parking your money in something, a business, land, stocks, bonds. Okay, these are the things people park their money in that they just let it sit there and build equity. Obviously, a business doesn't just sit, it moves, but you guys get the idea. The next question, what do you do with equity once you've built some in order to build even more equity. What do you do with equity once you've built some in order to build more equity? So once you've built some equity, maybe you bought a piece of land for 5,000, now you found out it's worth 8,000 or 10,000, 20,000, 100,000, right? What do you do with that now? It's like, okay, I have this land, I have this money. What do I do with it? Do I sell it? Well, if you sell it, you're going to get taxed. They gonna take half that money. They're gonna take 33 and a third. They're gonna take 33 and a third. Okay. If you let me do this. So do you A, sell the property for its equity? Do you B, sit on the equity forever? Or do you C, leverage the equity to buy credit? I'm trying to see if I gotta fix this thing. Okay, here it is. Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm reading y'all. Oh no, that's not. That's Yusuf. That's Yusuf comments. Oh, my stuff will be up here. Okay, so nobody commented yet. All right, so I gave you guys an answer already. Anyhow, so the answer would be C. You leverage the equity to build credit. Okay, you won't sell the property because you will be taxed. Okay, this is what the rich do. The rich don't sell their stocks. They really don't. People be like, oh, Jeff Bezos just sold a bunch of stocks. Elon Musk sold $50 billion in his stocks. They didn't do that. What they did, they went to a bank. They said, hey, I'm Elon Musk. My company's worth $300 billion. I want to borrow $50 billion to buy. What did he buy? Whatever app that was, I forgot. I'm not even on it. He called it X now. Okay. And they loaned him the money. They loaned him the money. That money cannot be taxed. It is a loan. The only thing can happen to that money is he can pay interest. And if he has good interest, if he has good credit, even bad credit, the most he'll probably pay is 20% interest. But his business probably has good credit, which he'll probably only pay 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7% interest. Won't you rather pay 7% interest than 33% taxes? Okay. And then you should not just sit on property. The property or business should always be making you money. So we leverage the property to borrow credit or to borrow money, to borrow credits or to borrow money. All right. Number 3, what are some best things we can invest into in order to build and then save, hold, protect that equity? Okay. And are also very low risk and very low liability. Okay. And okay, you guys not gonna be able to see this, but anyhow, let me just. So let's go over that now. Obviously, now that we know the best way to get wealth, riches is equity in properties and businesses, the only question now is how to buy and acquire properties without credit and money, or poor credit and low money. Obviously, we can buy properties, businesses with great credit and a lot of money. So I'm not talking to you people that have great credit and a lot of money. I'm not talking to you. Okay? I'm talking to people who have poor credit, no credit, no or low credit. All right? So how would you acquire these properties and businesses? Would you A, fix your credit? Would you B, work more hours? Would you C, or what I should say, what would be more comfortable for you, right? Or would you C, find owner finance properties and businesses? Okay? Which one would you rather? I should say, which one would you rather do? Which one would you rather do? I know me personally, I would rather find owner, finance, properties, and businesses. I could care less about credit, especially personal credit. Okay. It would be much easier to find owner, finance, properties, and businesses. Now, if you watch my channel, you already know that's what I do. That's what I specialize is owner finance and properties and credit. And I put cabins on my properties, and the cabins that I have on my properties are also owner financed or rent to own. Okay? And they give me residual income, which pays for my property and pays for the cabins themselves and pays for other properties that I have. Okay? So this is our goal, this is our objective, right? Now y'all seen a video where we had some land cleared on the property when I had the tractors out there. That is to make more room for more cabins, make room for a giant barn we're gonna put out there, and actually have a hardware store. And also a food truck. Okay, and potentially some type of trail. Okay, we're gonna make around the whole property like a 2-mile trail. All right. So these are the ways that not only is it the properties bringing us residual income, but I'm also raising the property value a lot. Remember the McDonald's system I was telling you about, how Ray Kroc bought the McDonald's idea from the McDonald's brothers and started putting them on all his properties in order to raise his property value. And then, he'd get his property values to 10x, 100x, and then borrow money or leverage those properties to go do it again and again and again and again. The whole time, the business that's on these properties is paying down the money that he's constantly borrowing. Okay. Now it's called the BRRRR method. Okay. Buy, rehab, refinance, repeat. Buy, I believe that's how the acronym goes. Buy, rehab, refinance, and then repeat. Okay. So anyhow, guys, I just wanted to come up here and do this quick video for you. Okay, hope this was informative. My phone number is 754-229-0940, 754-229-0940 to get into my mastermind, to get one-on-one consultation, or to just buy the information. Call me 754-229-0940. If you just want to buy the information, it's $111. You can make payments of minimum $11 per payment. You could pay however fast you want to pay or however slow you want to pay. As you make payments, the more payments you send, the more information I'll send. And that also includes the trust documents and all that I will send to you. The list of buyers I deal with, the best top list of buyers I personally deal with, you'll get that. You'll get all the questions to ask these buyers and the county. Basically, all the information you'll need to start buying properties, owner financing, um, rent to own, and also starting a business. And I do update you with the information. So and you'll be in my mastermind, so you'll constantly be updated automatically because I post in the mastermind. So all of that good stuff. The only thing you would not get with the one-on-one, excuse me, the only thing you will not get for $111 is the one-on-one consultation. You will not get one-on-one consultation. You will not get my personal time one-on-one. Okay, you'll get it in a group while I'm in there and stuff like that, but you will not get it one-on-one like that. I'll quickly tell you, wait till we talking about it in the group. Okay. For $222, you will get my one-on-one personal help that you can call my phone anytime and I answer. I do know people live in, I live on the East Coast, people live on the West Coast, so I know there's a time difference. But I make myself available, constantly. That's why I have 4 phones, 1, 2, the one I'm on, another one over there somewhere. So, matter of fact, I need to check that phone. So I have phones, guys. I have phones. Okay, I have plenty of phones. I almost broke one. I have plenty of phones for you guys to call me on. All right. So I answer my phone. I purposely have all these phones, so I never have that excuse of, oh, my phone died. I'm doing business. I can't afford for my phone to be dying. I'm doing business. All right. So, I don't like people who are in business and they're always talking about their phone died. You're supposed to have 2, 3 phones. All right. So, you can finance that also, the 222. Now, the way I do the 222, because I am doing one-on-one consultation with you. If you finance the 222, it's a little bit more. It's a little bit more at the end of the day because once you pay that first payment, I start my one-on-one consultation. So the minimum you could do with the one-on-one consultation for 222, including everything, the minimum you could do is $50 a week for 5 weeks or $33 a week for 10 weeks. Okay, which if you do the $50 a week for 5 weeks, that come up to like $250. And if you do the $33 a week for 10 weeks, that come up to $330. All right. So that's it. It's very simple. It's very simple. This video should answer most of your questions. All right. Any further questions that I have not covered or clarification on any question, just call me. Don't be one of them people that's trying to waste somebody's time and talk about we could get land for free because we indigenous Black people. I don't want to talk about that. Call me when you're serious and you ready to start, or you have serious questions because you will definitely start. Okay, I can detect the agent very well. All right, and I will block you. All right, don't call me with the foolishness. Okay, 754-229-0940. 754-229-0940. Okay, talk to you guys later. Peace.